Okay, so we have roadblock number 5. This is all about the lack of time. I don't know about you, but a lot of people struggle with this. Money is infinite, right? There's always infinite amounts of money, but time is that one finite resource. So we're really going to talk about how to move through this roadblock today for you. So when it comes to your mind and it comes to the word busy, what comes up for you? Because we're all quote unquote busy. If you ask most people, they'll say, how you doing? Busy. We're all busy with a lot of things we have going on in our worlds. But the key is, are you busy or are you productive? And we really want to encourage you to think about being more productive than just busy, okay? Because we really stand for you not just creating financial freedom and about in moving your family and your financial goals moving forward, but doing it in a mindful way, right? Doing it in a balanced way. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about where is your time going? I don't know about you, but if I polled most people and said, give me a breakdown of where your time is going last week, most people wouldn't be able to answer that. They have to really think about it. So in order for you to create space, right, and to really move through this roadblock, you have to be crystal clear on where you're spending your time. So number 1, we have all different roles. Start thinking about what you did last week as a mom, as a business partner, as a partner, as a wife, as a community member, as a friend, as a daughter. We all have a lot of hats, especially women have a lot of hats that they wear. And in order to start to say what needs to change in the time I'm spending, you have to start to get really clear on where is that time going. So I'm a really big fan of you almost taking like a journal of time. Look back for a week and start writing down what you're doing and how long it takes. I know it seems kind of simple to do that, but just like a food journal, when people are trying to shift their diet, it's really helpful to write down what you're eating. It's really helpful to write down the time you're spending on different roles and activities. Because sometimes we're not spending enough time in certain areas and we're spending way too much time in other areas, okay? So that's just some food for thought, is to really say, where's my time going? So how do you overcome, once you do that and you start to get really clear on where is your time going, how do you overcome just creating more space for yourself to become a more active investor or passive investor, or take your business and your investing to a different level? There's 2 ways to do it: leverage and alignment. So leverage is leveraging other people's strengths, other people's time, other people's experience, other people's finances, other people's personality. So leverage is critical, both on the personal side and the professional side. So alignment comes into, once we start to leverage, again, once you start to get clear on where you are, what you need to leverage for other people to give, to support you and help you, the idea then becomes, where do you align with other people, right? Because it is alignment. What's working for you, what's working for them. So it has to align like a puzzle piece, okay? I'm going to give you an example of this. An example of this is the project that we shared in the other roadblock. This is all about kind of the different seats on the bus and how do you leverage what you do well and work with other people who do other things really well. So for example, every real estate project always consists of finding the project, finding the deal. Especially in a competitive market, it'd be really hard to find opportunities. So in this particular project, the new construction project that we referenced in the other roadblock, I actually helped find the land for the project that we did. Now, I didn't physically find the land. I leveraged my strength, which was building relationships. It was a common person in our network. I was meeting them for coffee, chatting with them. He had shared that there was a lot coming up for sale, and we just, followed up with each other. So I leveraged what I did well, which was building relationships. I'm not a master marketer. I'm more of a builder of relationships. So I helped source the deal. The next part of it was really where we leveraged all of our strengths, which is the planning part. I don't care if you have a single family property or if you have a large multifamily. You really have to be very clear on the planning part. Then the third piece of the puzzle was the funding. Just like most real estate projects, the funding and the financing is critical, whether it's your money or whether it's someone else's money. So right there, my husband really took that role on and secured the private money. Now we secured commercial lending because it was over $1 million project. So we had commercial lending, but we needed that down money, which was close to $300,000. That's where we had our private money partner come in. We were able to leverage his self-directed IRA and his money to get this project done. Then the last piece of the puzzle, and the most important piece of this puzzle, is the execution, right? Getting it done, managing time, managing money. And Andresa, who does this beautifully, was able to be that master project manager to get this project done in 10 months. So here's the homework assignment, or the action step we really want you to take for this particular roadblock. We want you to write a list of items you want to take out of your plate. So really think about this. Once you've done your time journal and you really get a sense of where is your time going, Start to get a sense of what are the items you want to get off of your plate. In order to put something on our plate, we need to take things off of our plate. And the second thing is, who do you need help with to do that? Okay? And you don't need to hire a full-time employee. You can literally buy a couple hours of someone's time. Make it simple for yourself. There's so many amazing resources out there. People looking for projects, short-term work, part-time work. So don't get overwhelmed by it. Start to get help personally and professionally so you can create more time for your investing business.